Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Revival of America podcast. This is Jenny. I'm the owner and the host of the Revival of America. I am back, everybody. I took a week off due to a death that we had in the family. My aunt, rest her soul. So I took a little bit of time off, which many of us need. So I highly encourage, if you guys are feeling a little bit, a little bit different, confused or whatever, take a little bit of a break from the social media, everybody. It is good for you. Let's see. So here we go. Glad to be back, everybody. I missed you guys. But again, still, as I always say, please be careful who you listen to, who you follow, everybody. Playing catch up the last few days since I have been back. It's just definitely a lot of stuff going on, but there's a lot of great positive things going on. So please hang on to the positives, everybody, because we are winning. But that divide and that push to separate the MAGA movement apart is really fierce out there. So please stick and stay with the 3 to 5 people that have not led you wrong through the course of your journey here, because more than likely they're going to get you through over the hump, everybody. So hang in there. We are winning. Hang on to the positives. Stay out of the noise. Also, if you get a random text, somebody claiming to be me, please block and report them. Know that I will not randomly reach out to you and ask you if you're ready for the scare event, money, crypto, anything like that. Please block, report them, let me know so I can make sure they are not here in my channel. Also, two people have been asking about John Baxter. He also went on a little bit of vacation to get a break as well. So he should hopefully, I'm hoping to have him back next week, crossing my fingers. But I will keep you posted, but it will be either next week or the week after that. So he will be joining us here in the very near coming days. Also, too, everybody, Fields books have become available to the public to purchase. That is on the wall. I will go ahead and put it on the wall again. If you want to purchase his books, please email me at therevivalofamerica@yahoo.com. Send me your information. I will then send you, the links are going to be on the board here for you guys to payment through where you can send your payment. But I can send it to you via email as well. So, and if you have questions regarding John Baxter, you want to get in touch with him, please email me also at therevivalofamerica@yahoo.com. Also, too, everybody, we are being listened to in over 100 countries. We are making a lot of positive noise. I'm getting a lot of feedback that we are on the right track here. We are talking to the right people. We are staying consistent in what we are doing, who we are speaking to, and those are key, everybody. When you're looking for people to follow, those are key components to look for: consistency, who your guests are, what they're saying, and people aren't flip-flopping like they're going from here because it's the next best thing to here to the next best thing, and then this is bad that they just left. Be careful, everybody. That's going on a lot out there. So we are on the right track. I want you guys to know, because I know there's a lot of confusion going on about who to follow. So just to let you know, we're on the right track, everybody. We are talking to the right people, good people, and we're just bringing more people on as the days continue to go on. But if you're really that confused and just do not know who to listen to, please follow Donald Trump over on his Truth Social. Everybody needs to get over on the Truth Social app. I'm going to try to do a better job in making a bigger presence over there, because I do believe that's the way we're going to go. And I think Truth Social and what Trump is doing with his media company is gonna soar and bring a lot to what we call now as social media in a more positive light. So if you're not over on True Social, definitely create an account, follow. If you're only following one person, follow Donald Trump over there. He's giving a lot of information. He's telling us without telling us. Also, please follow the podcast. Like I said, we're being listened to in over 100 countries. The podcast host, you can listen to us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Anchor, Apple, Google, Breaker, PocketCast, Podbean, Riverside, and Amazon Music. The social medias are Jenny JERREAD Facebook, at Jenny_JERREAD X, at JJERREAD Rumble, at JJERREAD True Social, at JJERREAD Instagram, The Revival of America right here on Telegram, The Revival of America on YouTube, and then at the official JJERREAD over on TikTok. And if you have a story or a journey to tell, please reach out to me. Send me an email about your story at troasubmissions.com. We do vet the stories, because unfortunately we have a lot of shysters that want to try to create a fake story just to have a voice on a podcast. So we do vet them. We will reach out to you. It's going to be you telling your story, because it's more authentic, right? So just know, I think some people send me their stories thinking that I mean, I don't mind telling them for you, but I just think it's more authentic coming from you because it's your journey, your story. And remember, guys, it's your journey, your story, your voices that are going to help shape this new world we're coming into. And last but not least, everybody, check out the new and improved website. The other one was great too, but this one we're able to do a little bit more with and create different pages for. Go to therevivalofamerica.com. You sign up for the newsletter. We send out the newsletter every Monday early morning. You get the latest show lineup, of the weekly show lineup of the guests, the times, and where they're going to be, whether they're going to be on X, Telegram, Rumble, wherever they may be. Also, too, you'll get the latest updates on the podcast. The podcast, you can listen to them over there as well. Yeah, there's a page for Rick's Brain IQ Health. There's a page for Carrie Kasem, her Face and Beauty. There's a page for John Baxter and the anti-aging frequencies. There's a page for the children and a page for Field. So if you want to go check it out, there's a little clip about me and how I got started on it. So it's a simple, but it's a fun little page. So please check it out. If anything, sign up for the newsletter so you can get the weekly show lineup. So without further ado, as SG and On would say, I want to welcome Rick back to the show. How are you, Rick?
Jenny, hi. How are you? I'm very good, thank you. So excited to be on your show again.
I'm so excited to have you here too, and I appreciate your patience. I know we were going to be on last week, but obviously we had a death in the family, so I appreciate your understanding, and I'm just glad you're here. And hopefully soon, we're going to be bringing more of the video part of it, so we can maybe get you on. And you kind of showcase some of your products, if that's something you might be interested in.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Jenny, I love being on this podcast. I love the education that you bring to everyone around the world, and yeah, I'd love to do a video component. I was just in my travels the last 9 days. I was actually meeting with the global chief medical officer for the Cleveland Clinic. Um,
Wow, how did that
yeah.
go?
No, it was amazing. I mean, we're getting in not just insights, we're getting publications from these global, this is one of the prominent hospital chains in the country that works with other hospital chains. For example, I'll be going to India in November to meet with one of the largest hospital chains in that whole country, which is the largest country by population on planet Earth, about products and about particularly about the weight loss. But there's lots of new information coming out about what these drugs are doing to people, real reports over, real bodies of work, like 4,000 person study, not, 20 people, for example. And the MAHA, my business partner, Dr. Fab Mancini, we literally had lunch, excuse me, last Tuesday night. So a week ago, had just the two of them, he and RFK had dinner in DC and talked about MAHA and what's happening with children, particularly in this country with the child obesity and with the all the different exposures that our children being exposed to. It's all coming out, Jenny. So I'd love to share this with your audience more and more.
Oh, I'm so excited to hear that. So this is your partner that met up with RFK. That's your partner, correct?
Yeah, Dr. Fab Mancini, you'll see him on our Brain IQ site. He is my partner. He is the medical doctor for Maha and has some real insight on, what is happening in the new administration and where they're going, particularly, the red dyes. And you start seeing these food companies now, they finally have to, right? They're forced. This new administration is forcing them to come out with what ingredients they have, um, and what causes of those ingredients. And so they're making them change their labels or changing their ingredients in their foods that we consume every day. And that, Jenny, really, what I see the next 5 years is really going to be about detoxing our bodies from these forever chemicals, from everyone's hearing about plasticizers. They say now that all of us, every one of us has in our brain, we have a teaspoon of microplastics worth a teaspoon worth of microplastics literally in each of our brains, because that's where it accumulates most in our bodies from everything. So I really believe, and we're positioning our products and working with some of the top hospitals in the world about detoxing what we've been exposed to over the last decade to get our bodies, so we can heal ourselves from these chronic diseases.
So that, that's super exciting, and I'm excited that you've got the all natural, right? The all natural supplements to help with this, because there is so much that we know now. It's not only just in our food, but our clothing. It's obviously in the air, the water we drink, the beverages we drink. So what do you foresee? So you say within the next 10 years, you see this all transpiring, us detoxing ourselves within the next 10 years?
I do. I see, once this information comes out, the Maha report. In fact, Jenny, this was just given out last week. I will actually, after this phone call, I'm going to send you this Maha report. I mean, regardless of, for Republican, Democrat, which, for extreme, liberal, moderate, I think everyone agrees we can embrace Maha. We can all embrace make America healthy again, particularly starting with our children and what they're eating and the truth coming out and exposing these big pharmaceutical companies. And so, yes, I believe it's going to be about detox, whether that is taking the pollutants completely out of our blood. See, what happens is we accumulate these, and we store it in our fat. And then as we burn our fat in different cycles of our lives, maybe, we play more sports, or maybe we're more stressed, or as we burn our fat, or being chemically exposed to products, that burn fat, then the fat is it's leaching out those toxins into our blood. And so, yeah, it's going to be a major push for detoxification, getting rid of these forever chemicals, these plasticizers, these environmental toxins that we've been exposed to. I don't know if you know, Jenny, I just last week, finally, one of the Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is very popular. Their sandwiches, or they sell millions a day, that they finally came out and released a list of the ingredients and the additives in their one chicken sandwich. It was over 80 different ingredients and some chemicals. I'm just saying this as one example. I'm not saying you can dislike or like Chick-fil-A. I'm just making an example of one national food chain that now has to at least be transparent on what they're putting in the food and what we're consuming on a daily basis, especially for our children.
Yeah, I agree, because that's super, that's popular, and all these cereals too. So I've noticed, because I read labels when I go to the store as much as I can, right? And I've noticed a lot of some of these foods they're getting rid of the corn syrup sugars. It's more like the coconut. It's all natural. It's very simplistic ingredients. Do you foresee our food, are we going to start seeing the new food coming in with the new ingredients, without the red dyes, the yellow dyes, the blue dyes, that all that we talk about, that are killing us? Are we going to see that soon?
Yeah, we absolutely going to see it. We're going to see it very, very soon. We'll start seeing it by the first year, within 4 months. They've already, in this Maha report, a whole chapter is dedicated toward the dyes, which are petroleum based. I mean, almost every single thing in this world is petroleum based. It's, whether you mention clothes here, right? We all know. I mean, just for example, I completely changed. I threw out. I wear cotton, 100% cotton t-shirts, cotton, underwear, or bamboo. No more polyesters. No more this elasticity. You're seeing, for example, another Lululemon, a global brand. You can see now where the pressure of them is to get into an all natural fiber, right? Like a cotton for or a bamboo. Bamboo is wonderful, a little more expensive, but wonderful. Um, because of the plasticizers, right? They're going against our bodies every single day. My point is that almost every single thing from red dyes to garments that we wear to everything we're exposed to has petroleum in it, so they can make money off of almost every single thing that we eat and everything that we touch in this world. And now we finally have an administration. We have people that are committed to getting transparency so people can at least make an educated decision for themselves and their families of how they want to protect themselves and live a healthier, longer, better life. And that is through education, Jenny. It's through those simple labels, and just it's so important for your listeners, and they're part of your tribe, to educate themselves everywhere they can about what is happening and how to protect ourselves from all these toxins in these big corporate companies.
Oh, I love that. I'm so excited. So, Rick, can you also too let's touch on that, because I mean this is that's super great, but this also too comes into the all natural supplements, right? Because we're taking a bunch of fake supplements out there, right? They don't do anything for us. Can you talk to us a little bit more about what you're doing with these natural supplements and how important it is for us to know the difference between the two and why to take the natural instead of the fake? I mean, I mean that's kind of common sense, right? But tell us a little bit about that for you, because I know there's a lot of new listeners here today, and I just, for me, I look at it this way: if it doesn't come from the ground or like a tree, well, a tree comes from the ground. If it's not God, you shouldn't put it in your mouth, right? So, and we know a lot of the stuff that we eat and drink and wear is just polluted with poisons.
Absolutely. I mean, as we've talked about earlier in other segments, you know, our approach is a 100% all natural, plant based, fruit based. There are ingredients out there that are clinically proven that work, in harmony synergistically with your body to have the same effects, uh, same benefits, same health and wellness effects as drugs. It's just that it's much more expensive to make those products and to get the education out there. Give you one example. Again, going into this report, this one Maha report, the National Institute of Health, NIH, is allocated this is staggering, $4 trillion with a T every year for, this is our National Institute of Health. This is for health and wellness initiatives. 85% of that $4 trillion over the last 10 years has been allocated to pharmaceutical companies to make more pharmaceutical drugs instead of going to nutritional companies. There's only $5 million out of $4 trillion that was allocated to nutritional companies for natural health and wellness, for organic health and wellness, for so there's no wonder we don't have any information out there. This is truly what's been happening, and now we finally have some people out there that are willing to expose this and willing to stand up and take a big risk to tell to expose this and to give us more information and resources. Our approach has always been no capsules. We have one capsule product. As I mentioned earlier, uh, capsules, unless it's specifically time released, really is an old, antiquated delivery form in your body, meaning most capsules, 50% of them are filler. They just put fillers in there to fill that capsule up. And when you consume that, of course, you swallow a capsule or a tablet, and it's called the first pass. Your gut, it has to go through your gut, and your gut starts breaking down just like your food, the enzymes and your stomach acids to break that down. Well, half of that's flushed out of your body and it's destroyed in that first pass in your gut because there's never been, it's not formulated those ingredients to go to the first pass, go to the gut and get exposed to the stomach acids and all those enzymes. And then you flush the rest of it away. And the little bit that you have in your body, you don't start feeling that for 4 or 5 hours. If you people want nutrition immediately in their body, they want the potency and the purity of that nutrition, and that's where natural, organic, or even free range. We have ingredients that are free range, which is actually better than organic because it's unadulterated. um, and yeah, we have our product line, with the GLP-1 fast melts, for example, that is replacing GLP-1 shots. Our two active ingredients are African mango, free range African mango from one part of the world in Western Africa, and an amazing ingredient called cissus, which comes from a grapevine. So you have the like resveratrol benefits, you have all the benefits from this grapevine, anti-inflammatory. Those two ingredients are clinically proven for weight loss and help, A1C, and different protein spikes, um, as well as cholesterol, etc. So that is the approach. We are proving it out there in the marketplace, and it's very important for the listeners, for your audience to understand capsules are an antiquated delivery form, and you have to go even with our gummies. I was just at a huge trade show, Jenny, in Orlando. Is 3,000 chiropractors. It was the largest conference in the country, and
Wow.
yeah, 3,000 chiropractors, and we were passing out our sugar-free vegan gummies and the Dream and the Brain IQ and the NAD. And the very first question, and it's a great question, is how are these colored? Why is this one yellow? Why is this one green? Are you using artificial colors and dyes? And the answer is no. The natural, those are natural colors from the ingredients that we use, and whatever hue that turns out to be, whether it's orange or red or a slightly green, it's because of the apples that we actually use, for example, in the green color. So these are questions that people need to ask and be very aware of out there in the supplement nutritional world. I mean, we really make medical nutrition for medical conditions, but we're a nutraceutical, so it's for everybody.
I love that. I love it. And I received some of yours, your stuff. I got mine, and I love them. I love, and everybody that doesn't know what is it, GLP-1, that's,
GLP-1.
yeah, that's the, when he talks about that, a lot of people may not know what that means. That's referring to, like, he's the all natural semi-glutide, is it semi-glutide, Ozempic, and Manjaro, all that, or trizepazide or something like that. I think I'm saying that right. But
Yes.
this is the all natural for the weight loss that he's doing, instead of giving you taking the shots, where the shots are having all kinds of different side effects, such as vision, vomiting, gut health, like stomach aches. Is that right? Or the paralyzation of the gut? Am I saying that properly?
Yeah, I mean, the drugs are so everyone, most people have heard about these, but that's what I was doing with the Cleveland Clinic. Is their studies are showing full blown pancreatic cancers. Jenny, they're showing a third variation of macular degeneration, which is an irreversible vision condition, either the wet or the dry kind, and so. It's just another example of the drugs that are out there, and these companies making one drug and then they make another drug to counteract the first drug. It's just unbelievable. And this is why you have your show, to educate people. There are other choices out there in advanced absorption. There's a term out there called pharmaceutical grade, and that does not mean it's a drug. It means it works like a drug, but non-drug. So that means it doesn't have the side effect issues. And in order to a product to be considered pharmaceutical grade, it's three criteria. It's the potency of the product, the purity of the product, and most important, the advanced absorption of that product, meaning it does it pass through the blood-brain barrier? Does it go directly into the bloodstream like a beverage, for example? Does it pass through the mucous membrane in your mouth and go directly into your bloodstream that way, like our fast melts and our chews do? That's the criteria for pharmaceutical grade. It's very hard to do, and it's much more expensive, of course, than making a capsule, but the benefits are huge. And again, the population now, the United States is really starting to understand and be aware of what we've been, last 10 years subjected to, and the choices that we have. It's so amazing out there. We have 55% of the drug expenses in the world. We have 4% of the world's population, and when we spend 55% of the world drug uh, purchases are United States. That's just astounding, Jenny.
Wow, I was just shaking my head. That's insanity. That's crazy. So that just goes to show you, everybody. That kind of tells you everything you need to know that it's a big money grab. This other situation over here, this stuff that we call big pharma. So I'm excited for what you're doing. I know many people have received your products, and everybody, his link is on the wall. Check out his website. There's a lot of great information and a lot of good stuff there. So if you're looking for something alternative on that more on the healthier side from the ground, from the root, then this is the way to go. I mean, it's absolutely. I know my parents are trying it. That you talk about the pain eraser that you were the roll on and then the lotion. My parents received it. They purchased it and they absolutely love it. They said it exactly like you said it. They couldn't feel the pain anymore. So I mean, it's just amazing what Rick is doing over here, everybody. And I know many of you have been looking for alternatives because we're all finding out the truth, right? Nobody wants to take, nobody trusts their physicians anymore. Nobody trusts what's given to them, so on and so forth. So I highly suggest if you're looking for some alternative, look at his website. The link is on the bottom of the wall. You'll see the picture of Rick, and then you'll see his partner. That's the website right there. But Rick, I know you wanted to talk about a little bit of pain before we go into some questions. So why don't you take us into that, lead us into that?
Yeah. I mean, we spent years formulating this pain relief roll on inflammation relief cream. Pain and inflammation, definitely two different modalities. I mean, pain mainly resides in muscles. Inflammation can reside in joints. So they go hand in hand, but they are different. And so we've created two different, safe hemp-based zero THC, zero hemp-based products, and we've added 10 of the finest, most potent ingredients sourced around planet Earth to create these, natural, all organic, plant-based pain reliever and inflammation reliever. And I'm glad that you mentioned your parents, because we have people from 10 years of age all the way up to my father-in-law's 94. He literally lives 15 minutes from us. He's 94 years old, and he has people come over and help cook meals during the day, but he still lives by himself in a home about 15 minutes. I just actually visited him like 4 hours ago, and he's using the pain relief roll on. It is so amazing with all these again, I mentioned I was at a chiropractic convention, the largest one in the country, and of course biofreeze is something the chiropractors have used in the past, and we had hundreds of them come up with our pain relief roll on and want to learn about what we're doing with it, how it works. They turn the label over and they see every single ingredient is organic from the hemp CBD, which is our main active ingredient that works on CB1, CB2 receptors. So hemp is one of the most amazing. It's a biofuel source. It's a textile for clothes. For example, Japanese sailors have been using hemp ropes for the best ropes in the world for centuries. Now Porsche, Lamborghini, they're all going to carbon fiber hemp cars because they're the strongest material known and the most absorbent, and we use this for to work on the pain receptors in your body that the drugs also work on. So these drug companies, big pharma, understand how the receptors work in the body, and our hemp roll-on works the same way. Our active ingredients, the hemp, go to the CB1, CB2 receptors, open those receptors up. Think of trillions of our cells. Each cell has a receptor. If you close your hand, imagine closing your hand right now, and then opening it up, and it opens up like a bird beak, right? That's the receptor, and the cells are closed, and like when hemp comes to those certain cells, it opens them up and feeds those cells, and those cells are for your pain and inflammation. So it's nourishing the specific cells that are targeted for pain and inflammation. Those are generally found in your brain and in your heart, by the way. That's why so many people, these drugs that people take, it works almost immediately because it's passing through the blood brain barrier into the cells in their brain that are regulating the pain and pleasure sensations. Um, and so it's an amazing, plant-based ingredient. It's nourishing the body, and it's eliminating the pain, inflammation naturally. And then we've added some amazing ingredients like neem oil, arnica oil, eucalyptus, menthol, camphor flakes, spearmint, peppermint, lemongrass. I just so proud of the roll-on because how quickly it works. We have one of the top pain specialists in the country out of Richmond, Virginia, that is just putting this into all the college athletes. School just started last week, and so you have all the students back. You have all the sports programs starting. For kids all around the country playing soccer, or football, or whatever it may be in the fall, and then goes all the way up to high school, college, and pros. And we're exposing this, getting this out there to all those athletes that need this, and just people in general that want something that's a safe, natural alternative with all the other benefits for bruising and for wounds like the arnica and the neem oil. And it's extremely concentrated. It's all in the 3 ounces, whether it's a roll-on or 3 ounces in the inflammation relief cream, really go hand in hand together. And we have a great deal on the website. We have this super discount when you buy the two together. But yeah, we love it. We know it works well. We have immediate testimonials. I mean, people feel it within 30 seconds, and it lasts 4 or 5 hours, which is amazing because that one roll on will last someone approximately a whole month.
Wow. That's impressive. I'm actually looking at your website right now. So, can you talk to a little bit? And everybody, if you guys have questions for Rick, please start raising your hands because we're going to go into some questions here real quickly. So, let's go back to the GLP. Well, you've got the NAD, the NAD anti-aging health program as well. But we talk about the GLP-1, the weight loss shot that everybody's doing out there, how it's giving all this, these side effects. And everybody, I mean, listen, you listen to these ads on the TV, right? And then they talk to you all about the good stuff they will do, but then they go to the side effects, blah, 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 it could cause death. I mean, I listen to stuff, I'm like, why would I even run to go get that, right? Like this GLP-1 weight loss that if you guys have taken that shot, the weight loss shot that's out there, you know what I'm talking about, and you're experiencing such things as this, but you still want to continue or your weight loss, doesn't this GLP-1 gummy that you have here help correct vision, some of the vision issues that people are having? Did I hear you say that on one of the shows?
Yeah, yeah. This is a multi. I mean, really, we're positioning this now as a anti-aging weight loss product. I mean, everybody wants longevity. Everybody wants, better quality of life. Anti-aging is a really big I would say it's a term or a buzzword, but I don't think it is any longer. I think people now identify, that everybody wants a better quality of life. Obviously, everybody wants to live longer, live healthier, live better, and that's what we're positioning this with these other ingredients that counteract the drug side effects in our GLP-1 fast melts. They counteract the drug side effects, like the vision issues, for example, this macular degeneration, the general issues from vomiting, nausea, diarrhea that people have. But there's some real serious side effects too. And we put NAD in every fast melt. We're putting ingredients for that. We actually are just looking at a new ingredient that helps with for hair loss. That's one of the major conditions from these GLP-1s is hair loss. We're putting ingredients in there for hair restoration. So I mean, it's really going to be, I think, an industry first around the world. Is a anti-aging, safe, clinically proven weight loss product. And I don't know if I mentioned this, Jenny, but I'm through the Cleveland Clinic, and I'm going to this hospital chain in India in November. The purpose, and I'm going to be in London in 2 weeks at a global health summit in London, and these people are flying in from Dubai and from India. We're truly looking at using, and heard it here first on your show about taking
Yay!
our GLP-1 fast melts and actually going into the whole country of India to help that population, because the only weight loss drug that's available is Manjaro. It's very expensive and very hard to obtain. And these you think about the US having obesity, we are definitely the largest, in terms of our children being obese. Now 25% of our children under 18 are considered obese. 55% of the general population is obese. But what's happening in these, developing countries is that these drug companies have discovered these huge populations, and fast food, for example, like McDonald's going in there, and all, these complete cultural changes, and it's dramatically increasing their metabolisms, their metabolic syndrome issues, right? Their culture, the food is complete is ultra processed, just like our food. And so the weight, this all the health issues like fatty liver and everything from obesity is occurring. And so I think we're actually going to be a solution for the whole country of India, which is it's just staggering what we I believe we're going to have the ability to do and help so many millions of people in the US and over there as well.
I'm so happy for you, Rick, and everybody here. I mean, we truly are blessed to have people like Rick, John, Baxter, just people like this that they're like a needle in a haystack. I mean, they're working to do this kind of stuff on a natural level, right? This is what we want. We are really blessed to have them here on our shows on a weekly basis. So, Rick, I want to say thank you once again for being here and all the hard work you're doing, because you're really making a difference now, and you're going to make even a bigger difference in people's livelihoods here in the very coming near future. So I want to say thank you for that, because I have already gotten a lot of testimonials from the people that have purchased from you here from my audience, and they're super stoked about what you're doing and how the effects that they're getting from it. So
Um,
congratulations, you're doing a great job.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I love being on the show. And we are gonna be launching a new version of the GLP-1 in 30 days. So I mean, use what purchase what we have now, feel the effects, but I'm gonna and the benefits. But this new flavor, this new version, when we launch it, Jenny, we'll schedule a day in approximately 3 to 4 weeks from now, and we'll launch it first on your show. I'd love to do that.
Oh, that's so awesome. I'm so flattered. Thank you so much. And
Yeah.
everybody, his gummies taste like candy. So that's a good thing. And they're sugar free.
They
All
do.
right. All right, guys, we're going to go to some questions. I'm sure you guys have some questions. So please feel free to raise your hand and ask Rick. So Canada Mary, Miss Mary, go ahead. Your mic is unmuted.
Oh, thank you, Jenny. Hi, Rick. I'm Mary, and I'm from Toronto, Canada. Um, I mean, that's awesome, the GLP-1, the melting things that you have. My question to you is, are there any ingredients that you know that would interfere with any sort of medications?
We have done a real study on any counter indications of the ingredients with drugs, and we have not found any. Doesn't say that, obviously we have no idea of what kind of drug combinations people are exposed to or taking. It could be two or three different drugs. So I mean, it's always prudent. We always state that they should, while you're looking at something like this, to go to your doctor and let them know that you're taking an all natural product. The chance of your doctor knowing also, or that's another story too. And because doctors in the United States anyway, and I realize you're in Canada, are programmed. I mean, they're being educated every day by drug reps, right? Drug reps are educating. The doctors are coming out of the United States and coming out of the medical schools have 1 hour of nutritional training. 1 hour out of like 7 years. Think about that.
Wow.
1 hour.
Interesting.
They're
Well,
all
my
being
doctor,
taught by pharma. The AMA, Jenny, and so to answer your question, none that we know of. Canada, in fact, I'm actually have a call on Thursday with a gentleman in Canada. They own the largest pharmacy chain across Canada, and they're interested in carrying the GLP-1s up there, fast melts, because of all the benefits. But no side effects that we know of whatsoever.
okay. Sorry. Yeah, talking about doctors. No, my doctor would be afraid to say anything to me because I would just rip his head apart. LOL. um, Another question for you. So I do not have breakfast nor lunch. I'm a dinner person. Okay. So I was reading a bit on the product. So it says, take one in, for breakfast, take one for lunch. So does that mean I would have to take three a day?
No,
Oh,
that is for people who we recommend 3 pieces a day, and it's very easy for people, who to take them 3 times during their 3 regular meals. Like most people take 3 meals in general. So, but if you do not have to do that, we tell people the protocol is to take 3 pieces a day to hit your desired weight loss, and then go down to 1 to 2 pieces for long-term, weight management benefits and for the anti-aging benefits. So you can take 1 piece, you can take 2 pieces in the morning, uh, and then take one at night, or you can take one in the morning and then take two in the evening. However you want to take it, they will work for appetite suppression. They're burning calories and therefore fat in your body and shrinking fat cells 24 hours a day. So it's not necessary to take one or two immediately in the morning.
okay. Well, you know what, Rick? I think I'm going to go with this. And the only reason I'm saying is, like in my area, there's a lot of these med spas, you'd call them, that are offering like, burning fat. So I guess with this here, what it would do is it would break up the fat cells, if you would say, and then slowly it would just like flush you out. Is that correct?
The way the fast melts work for weight loss and for weight management is that they work the same. I form them to work the same way as the drug. Obviously, no drug side effects. That it works on a hormone called leptin in your brain that tells you you're not hungry. So when you eat these, we have we have people who are obese of a BMI over 70, which is staggering.
Wow. Yeah,
Wow.
that's
It's
high.
over 70. Well, yeah, but there's plenty of people like that. There's tens of thousands of people who have BMIs over 70 that that So it's caloric control, right? You're not eating as much because your brain's telling that hormone's telling your body you're not hungry, which is great. And then second is thermogenic fat burning, naturally burning calories in the body. 3,500 calories is equal to a pound. And then the third is the cysts, that's shrinking fat cells and burning adipose fat. So three mechanisms of action versus one, how the drug works. That's how it works. And then the benefits for NAD and for the vision, protein, dietary fiber, etc. That's how the fast melts work.
Okay. Another thing. So you do ship to Canada, correct?
We do ship to Canada, yes.
Okay. So my question to you, I don't know if you know about this or not, but when we get a package here in Canada, it goes through our customs. So I'm just thinking, like, what would you guys put on the box?
We ship the exact same thing. We've already, through all the major carriers, USPS, FedEx, UPS, we've already pre-authorized our labels. We've been shipping to Canada for a year and a half. So the post office, we've already pre-authorized all of our shipping labels. They just pass right through.
Okay. So what do you think? Should I go with the two? Because I think the two are, if I'm not mistaken, what was it? 250 US, if I'm not mistaken. I can't
A
recall.
1 month supply is 225 for 3 bags, which is 90 pieces. That
Okay,
would
so
be
should
3 pieces a day.
okay. Should I go with that?
That's a good package. I mean, it'll give you, and as you mentioned earlier, you may not eat 3 pieces a day. So this may actually work for you for 2 months, which would be amazing. I would order that and I would start with 2 pieces a day and see how that works for you. You're gonna feel the satiety, you're gonna not be hungry, you're gonna feel the other health benefits. I would order that package and do 2 pieces a day and that would give you approximately six to 7 weeks.
All right. One more question because I know Jenny's probably going, come on, Mary, hurry up.
No, no,
Uh,
you're doing good. You're asking a lot of great questions.
okay, I'm
You're doing
sorry.
good.
Okay, thank you. Rick, so when I start taking this, like with all the people that you've sold this product to, when do you think I would see results?
Well, I mean, obviously everybody's body's different, but on average, we have people seeing results within 7 days. I mean, we have people that at the show, for example, we just we gave away 2,200 sample bags for free at the show. We give them to all these chiropractors, and there were other doctors there as well. What we say, take a dream sleep gummy at night, because they're all at trade shows, right? So it's hard to sleep. You're in a hotel, you're eating different food, you're up all day talking, so it's not your natural sleep pattern. So we give them all out in the first day. We do two things: take a dream sleep gummy tonight. We tell thousands of people because we know it works. And we know that they're going to come back the next day and had a great night's sleep and they trust the products. And then the very first thing in the morning, like at 7:30 before even breakfast, we give everybody one of these GLP-1 fast melts. And we have hundreds of people that come back that take it. We say, eat it right now, try it in front of us. And they don't even eat breakfast. So it starts working immediately. And on average, we had people lose 5 to 7 pounds in 7 to 10 days. And on average, it's 28 pounds in 10 weeks.
Okay, Rick, I promise one more question and then I'm out. So say suppose I finish this product and I say, wow, Rick, you know what? I lost like 15 pounds. I need to lose another, say, 10 pounds. Would you recommend that I get another month? And if so, after that, like, is there any maintenance as soon as you reach your goal?
Well, that's what this whole thing is. This whole thing is a weight loss. This is weight loss and weight management. When you go after you take your 3 pieces, after you hit your desired weight, everyone's different. You may want to lose 10 pounds or 20 pounds. I don't know. Everybody has 5 pounds or 10 pounds, or some people have 30 pounds for various reasons. You take 3 pieces a day, once you hit your desired weight loss, say it's 10 pounds. Then you go down to 1 or 2 pieces a day for weight management. That's it. And you just take them every day.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So if I'm at my, say, like good weight, I would say to myself, okay, you know what? From three, I'm going to go down to one,
Yep,
right?
exactly. Yep, that's exactly right. And you just
Okay.
take 1 piece a day.
All right. Now, do you know how long it would take to ship it out?
I look, you just place the order, it ships out Monday through Friday, and then it goes through customs in Los Angeles. So we ship it the next day, and it would probably arrive. Canada's tough because you
I
have
know.
5 or 6 major cities, and half the people live in very, very, very rural areas. So it generally takes 7 to 10 days, depending where you live.
All right. And you know what I'll do? I'm going to, before I do all this, I'm going to write down my weight, or I'll even tell Jenny because I trust her. And then in a month time, I'll let Jenny know how I'm doing and she'll let you know.
Yep, perfect.
Thank you kindly, Rick. Thank you, Jenny.
Thank you, Mary. Great questions. Thank you. Yeah, everybody. I mean, and I think everybody, what you need to know, these are all natural. So it's not going to hurt you just to continue to just take one a day, right? I'm even seeing on his website, he has the lotion for Ozempic face, the
We do.
moisturizer. I love
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
but that's a thing. That Ozempic face is a thing.
Oh,
It's
for sure. Look, I mean,
scary.
people want programs. You can't start taking a 3 month weight loss program that includes GLP-1s and think that your face, think your skin is going to look the same. Your body's not, it was never designed to lose 25% of your body weight in 12 weeks. Think about that. Your body does. That's why there's hair loss. That's why there's vision issues. That's why there's all these things. I mean, uh, so we absolutely put a protocol together for our doctors, right? We sell 99% of our business is to doctors' offices that prescribe this to their patients, and they prescribe a program, right? If you're going to be doing this, you take this for 10 weeks, or for 3 months, 12 weeks, and then you take the Ozempic face cream because it's been designed for that. And we're going to have a fatty liver product for people, because people who want to lose weight generally have fatty livers too. It goes hand in hand. And the whole host of chronic illnesses that are associated, that high blood pressure, cholesterol, that goes on and on with being overweight. That's why these pharmaceutical companies, I mean, the United States is crazy. 4% of the global population and 55% of the pharmaceutical drugs, right? And over 55% of the US population is considered obese, not overweight, obese.
Yeah, and that's a big number, everybody.
Yep.
So, Rick has created a discount for the Revival of America audience, everybody. So, if you're interested in his stuff, his link is on the wall. You'll see Rick and his partner, like I mentioned earlier. So, if you guys are interested, or if you guys have questions, please reach out to me. You can DM me, or you can reach out to me at the Revival of America at yahoo.com. Rick said he's got about 45 minutes to an hour of his time. If any of you guys want to ask a question, please do so right now. Otherwise, we'll see Rick next. He's going to be a weekly guest on the show, everybody. So he's bringing, and this was another one of my promises to you, my audience, as well as to myself, and what I was going to do with my podcast and my media company here is bring you guys all natural products, whether it be from supplements, Carrie's Face, product, her skincare line, John's anti-aging frequency stuff. This is the world we're coming into, everybody. We've got to start stepping into this world of all natural. I know a lot of people, it's hard to wrap your mind around it because we've been taught so much about, the other world that we've been lied to about, but we've got to start, moving forward and taking the blinders off to what really was supposed to be, because this hemp this hemp plant is, I mean, you can build a house with it, you can build streets with it. It's the strongest plant in the world, if I'm correct in saying that, right, Rick?
Yeah, 100%.
And I believe
Absolutely.
it's talked about in the Bible. It's God's plant, right? Hemp. No wonder. I mean, they wanted to take it away from us, telling it was bad, but really, ultimately, you could use that for everything. You can build buildings with it. Like, it's insane how intensely strong this plant is.
It is. And it's just, again, plant-based health and wellness, which God, Mother Nature intended for us. And so, very excited about that product line. And, the other product, we briefly talked about the Dream Sleep. I mean, there's one product that there's only one, if I would tell someone to get, it's the Dream Sleep. It works in 15 minutes. It's vegan, so it's pectin based, it's super healthy, it's sugar free. We use allulose, which is super healthy, and it's got three simple ingredients. It's melatonin, chamomile, and L-theanine, and it works. People love it. You take it, you're going to be asleep in 15 minutes. You sleep all night. There's no grogginess when you wake up because of those three ingredients. So, I mean, 1 out of 3 Americans take a sleep aid every night. I assume it's the same in Canada as well and around the world. And it's an amazing product. And it's like $30, $35 for a whole month. I mean, $1 a night to get an amazing sleep it's to get 7 or 8 hours of restorative, great, deep, uninterrupted sleep is amazing.
I love it. And I will tell you guys, I'm using this stuff. My parents are using this stuff. It's amazing. I know many of you audience members have purchased it, got a lot of feedback, positive stuff. So you're on the right track, Rick, and I commend you for it. And thank you for bringing this all to us. And I look forward to having you on here every week.
Yeah, I do too. I'm gonna send you the Maha report. Maybe we can kind of tackle what is happening in this country from that perspective, from an administrative perspective and initiatives, right, that we're trying to implement. I think that'd be very insightful for your listeners and understand the directives, initiatives that they're doing and how that how that directly impacts your listeners.
Yeah, I agree with you because honestly, a lot of my listeners, they're looking for health and just different alternatives for health because there's so many people that are struggling with family members or themselves being sick, want an alternative to what there is, the healing part of it. So I'm all about it. I'm all about the natural, and yeah, anything I can bring on here to share with my audience, and the fact of it is guys, I'm not gonna have somebody on my show that I don't, I haven't tried their stuff. I have it, my parents have it, and it's good stuff. And I'm telling you, it tastes like candy and it works. So yes, like, here's your alternative, everybody. And the link is on the board for you guys. There is a discount he has created for us. And if you have questions for Rick, don't be afraid to ask him. He'll be back on here next week. Rick, I'll get in touch with you, see what works with your schedule and my schedule, and we'll get you back on here and we'll do it again. And yes, let's tackle this Maha report because that's huge, huge.
Yeah, yeah, it is to understand at least what initiatives are in our country are being put in place and why, right? We may not agree with all of them, but at least you're going to have the information, the education, and we can each make our informed choices based upon that. Which again, we have not had transparent information in the recent years of really what's going into our foods, what's happening. For example, why in the world do we have 23 preservatives in our pasta? Right? Everyone's heard the story. Oh, you eat pasta in the United States, you gain weight. You go to Europe, you go to Italy, for example, you can eat pasta all day, eat the bread all day, drink wine, whatever you want to do, and not gain an ounce. And it's because of our grains are processed, 23 preservatives in our pasta, and theirs is, rich and comes from scratch and is healthy for you. I mean, we need to understand these things.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
I,
Sorry.
I
I
agree.
agree
No, no,
with you regarding that pasta.
yeah, you're Italian. Yeah, you're good. All right, I have one more hand that just popped up here. Rick, can you take it? From
Yes.
Scott. Scott, go ahead. Your mic is unmuted. Go ahead, Scott. Your mic is unmuted. Push the blue button in the middle of your screen. Hello, Bueller. Scott, your mic is unmuted. All right. Well, I guess not. Okay, Rick. Well, we'll see you next week.
Thank you so much, Jenny. Hope everyone has a great week. Have an amazing holiday in the United States, and look forward to speaking with you and everyone next week.
All right, we'll talk to you. I'll send you this once I upload this podcast, Rick. I'll get it on over to you. And everybody, thank you once again for being here. Come back tomorrow. We will have Captain Kyle actually has to work tomorrow, so he's going to be on next Wednesday. But we will have Dallas, and then we'll be over on my X Space for Silk from the Diamond and Silk Show. She's going to talk about the movie she just recently was in. Pardon Me, the truth about Bevelyn Williams. So. With that, everybody, have a great evening. God bless you. Thank you, Rick. We'll talk to you here soon.
Thank you.
Have a good night, everybody.